Second category of tarpanam, Karunya tarpanam. In this category, you're going to offer tarpanam to your relatives and your non-relatives. I dedicate this video to Kashyapa Tata. Many years ago, when I was doing tarpanam, I only knew who my Pitrus were. I didn't have any other information at that point of time. Only after completion of my spiritual journey did I realize and come to know how I'm related to different people. So this information came about that way. Tata, the granddaughter of your granddaughter is also your granddaughter. If the word diversity could have a synonym, it would be Kashyapa Gotram. This Gotram, this family is an example of how many diverse species can exist under the same family branch. Now that I have left behind the materialistic way of life, the separation of relatives and non-relatives does not apply. But nevertheless, this video is an acknowledgement of the blessings that I have come from this Tata, from this grandfather, this Kashyapa Gotram. Tata, again, I thank you for all your blessings. And I'm sure this video will find its way to you somehow. Introduction to Karunya Tarpanam. Here, you're going to offer Tarpanam to two categories of people, your relatives and non-relatives. Under the category of relatives comes two subcategories. The first one being those relatives to whom you are genetically related. That is, you share genetic material with them. You're related to them by blood. And these people include your deceased uncles, aunts, cousins, brothers, sisters, niece, nephew, your children, your grandparents' siblings, your great-grandparents' siblings and their children, and all these people with whom you share genetic material. That is, with whom you're related by blood. The second category of relatives are those to whom you are related but not by blood. That is, you don't share genetic material with them. And these people might include your deceased spouse, in-laws. And in-laws meaning everybody, your father-in-law, your mother-in-law, your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law, and your in-laws' parents and their family, the spouse of your grandparents' siblings, the spouse of your great-grandparents' siblings, and all these people to whom you are related but not by blood. The second category of Tarpanam is non-relatives. And under this category come many people. Your deceased pets, if you have any, cat, dog, cow, if you own a cattle ranch, and all the chickens, all the pets that you own. Those people who you know, your acquaintances, your school friends, your college friends, your neighbors, your teachers, your professors, the people who you work with, all these people, of course, you're offering tarpanam to all the people who are dead. So all these people are those who are no longer alive, who have passed away. And also under this category come random people who you don't know, you don't share genetic material with them, and you're not related to them at all. That is, people who die by accidents, due to diseases, due to wars. A few years ago, there was this pandemic called coronavirus, and the people who died due to COVID, all these people, you are not related, but you can offer tarpanam to them. In short, you can offer tarpanam to everybody in this world, and all of them fall under the category of non-relatives. And if you are a non-vegetarian, the meat that you eat, it doesn't matter what meat, it doesn't matter how many days a week or how many weeks in a year you eat. But if you are a non-vegetarian, you can offer tarpanam to those animals who died and whose flesh sustains you. Now, if you are a vegetarian or a vegan, yes, you might be eating plant-based products, but you can offer tarpanam to those plants as well, those plants whose energy sustains you. And eventually, after you start doing this Karunya Tarpanam, you can offer Tarpanam to all the beings in the 14 outer worlds. Now, Hindus believe that there are 14 worlds, of course, in your outer world. And these 14 worlds or 14 lokas are representative of the inner 14 chakras in your mortal body. So eventually, when you're comfortable enough, you can offer Tarpanam to all beings in the 14 worlds. Okay, now that you know who all fall under the category of Karunya Tarpanam, how to do it? It's almost the same as Pitru Tarpanam. You need the same items. You sit facing the same direction. Your hand position remains the same. It's the same Brahman sandwich. But once you start doing it, just there are a few words that change here under the category of Karunya Tarpanam. Karunya Tarpanam procedure. You start the same way as you did your Pitru Tarpanam. Start by saying, Brahman, with you as my witness, I begin to do my Karunya Tarpanam. You know the exact lokas or the worlds where these souls reside. Please let the benefits of this Karunya Tarpanam reach these souls and help them all merge with you. And then it's a usual Brahman sandwich. You say Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu, meaning whatever I'm going to do here in this Karunya Tarpanam category, I offer it all to Brahman. Then you hold all the items in the palm of your hand and you just say, I offer this Tarpanam to all my relatives and non-relatives. Please accept this Tarpanam and go into light. And as you go into light, please bless me so that I too may merge into light. Then pour water onto your palm of your hand and all the items in your hand will fall off into the plate below. At the end of it all, just say Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu, meaning whatever I've done so far, whatever are the merits obtained by doing this Karunya Tarpanam, I offer it all to Brahman. You can do this Tarpanam in a very simple way and finish it off in just a simple sentence by saying, I offer this Karunya Tarpanam to all my relatives and non-relatives. Now, if you want to go into a detailed explanation and name all your relatives and your non-relatives, if you want to name your pets and if you want to say, well, today I ate chicken, so I'm going to offer Tarpanam to the chicken that I ate. Yesterday I had, or tomorrow I'm going to eat fish, so I will offer Tarpanam to just the fish that I eat tomorrow. That's all very complicated. So why complicate things when you can do it a simple way? So just say, I offer this Tarpanam to all my relatives and non-relatives. If you want to offer separate Tarpanam to all the animals in the world, if you are a vegan, if you want to offer Tarpanam to the animals that are being killed, even though you are a vegan, you can do that as well. But like I said, when you say a simple sentence, relatives and non-relatives, all of these are included. So do the Karunya Tarpanam for maybe a month or two, and once your mortal body is used to the energies, that is the blessings that come to you from all these people, later, maybe in the third month or the fourth month, depending on your comfort level, eventually you can offer Tarpanam to all the beings in the 14 worlds, that is all forms of life that exist in the 14 outer worlds. Of course, you can do this initially when you start doing your Karunya Tarpanam, but some people may not be able to withstand those energies. So that's why I told you, initially do it for just your relatives and non-relatives, and after you're used to those energies, maybe a few months later, third month or fourth month, you can say, I offer this Karunya Tarpanam to all beings in the 14 worlds. Now that you know the procedure to do Karunya Tarpanam, what time is it? Answer, it's time for a bit of theoretical knowledge. Just a little bit of theory is enough. So Agora tradition, it lays emphasis on the practical aspect of life. What have you practically done with the little theoretical knowledge that you know? That is given importance. Once you enter spirituality, if you want, you can gain theoretical knowledge. But until then, until you gain entrance into spirituality, until you wash off all your karmas, just know a little bit of theoretical knowledge about why should you be doing these Tarpanam, what are the different categories of Tarpanam, that little bit of theory is enough. If you have watched episode 5.2, the advanced level of Pitru Tarpanam, in that I had given you an example number 2 of how the school system is set up in India. In that I had told you, if your spiritual head of the family can uplift you only up to class 5, it's okay. First finish getting blessings from your Pitrus, from your spiritual head of the family. Now here, in this Karunya Tarpanam category, you are asking for blessings from all those people who are your relatives and also those people who are not related to. Now, this category of people, the non-relatives, in this category, they might be people who have gone beyond class 5. And the blessings that you receive from these people, these blessings will uplift you and will take you from class 5 all the way up to class 12. So even though your spiritual head of the family can only uplift you until class 5, you, the individual, through your own efforts, by asking blessings from those people who fall under the non-relative category of tarpanam, you can uplift yourself all the way from class 5 to class 12. Now, I had given you another example. If your spiritual head of the family can uplift you only until class 10, that's okay. First, finish receiving blessings and finish learning up to class 12, and then you can uplift yourself from class 10 to class 12. Again, I had given an example of the Saptarishis. If you are descendant of the Saptarishis, if one of your Pitrus or even both of your Pitrus fall under the category of Saptarishis, then their blessings can take you all the way from LKG up to class 12. But you can also obtain blessings from all people, that is, from not just two of the seven Saptarishis, but all the seven Saptarishis and all the people in this 14 worlds. This way, when you enter spirituality, you will be able to advance and progress very quickly, and you will be able to master or obtain, rather gain mastery or obtain siddhis over the mantras that you will receive. Second point, a few months after you start doing Karunya Tarpanam, when you offer Tarpanam to all beings in the 14 worlds, you are offering Tarpanam to all species that exist in these worlds. Not just human beings, not just different plant forms, not just different animal forms, but all species are included. Now, to a Hindu mind, even an ignorant Hindu mind, it is known that there are more than one species. Hinduism, as I've told you before, has openly and publicly documented and acknowledged the existence of different species. And a very well-known example is what's called the 10 different incarnations of Vishnu, that is known as Dasavataram. In that, the first 4 reincarnation, Vishnu did not take the human appearance. The first 4 is of non-human form. The 4th avatar of Vishnu, Narasimha, that avatar was taken to protect Prahalada, who again is not a human being but is an Asura. Asura is a different species. Now, Prahalada's grandson, Bali, the 5th avatar of Vishnu, was taken to check the growth of Bali. So 2 incarnations of Vishnu was taken for the same family. Now, Vishnu did not tell Prahalada, sorry, even though you pray to me, I only help humans, I cannot help you, an Asura. No, he didn't do that. So what do all these stories tell you? It does not matter what species you are. What matters is you, the individual. Are you a good person? Do you believe in the divine? Do your actions speak good? Do you lead a righteous way of life? This is what matters, not what species you belong to. Now, coming to the 5th reincarnation of Vishnu, Bali, the Asura king, he was a very good king. Now, I'm not going to go into the politics of it, but the reason Vamana avatar was taken was to banish Bali from the earth plane. Now, before Bali left, he asked Vishnu for a blessing, for a boon. He asked that one day in a year, I would like to visit the earth plane and see how my people are doing. Now, Hindu Malayalis across the world, they celebrate Onam. Why? It is the day when their beloved King Bali comes to visit them. So what does this tell you? Bali, an Asura king, is loved by his people, human beings included. There is another example. Rama, a human king, is beloved by his people. Hindus celebrate Deepavali. Why? It is the day Rama returned to Ayodhya. Rama, a human king, is loved by his people. Bali, an Asura king, is loved by his people. So what does this tell you? It is the individual who matters, not what species they belong to.